Okay, thank you, Jim. Hopefully I'm using my big room voice, as Jim called it, and everyone can hear me today. I want to say good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are located. The presentation we just watched is going to make mine look very short. As far as slides, I only have a few because Freeware and Shareware is more talking than showing. But we'll get into it and take it one step at a time. But I would like to let you know I'm happy to be here, and I thank you for joining me this afternoon. Okay, let's see if I can remember all the things that I'm supposed to remember. Okay, let's talk about freeware. Who doesn't like stuff that's free? I have yet to come across anyone who doesn't, and user groups it's especially good for because you can use it for many, many things. You can use it as a fundraiser. You can use it as a door prize. And we'll get into a lot of those things, and would you believe I have a little kitty cat that you may be hearing meowing because she's decided it's time to sit on Mama's lap. Okay, the definition of freeware. Freeware is a program that the users have the 4 essential freedoms. The freedom to run the program for any purpose. The freedom to study how the program works and change it so it does your computing as you wish. The freedom to redistribute copies so you can help your neighbors. And the freedom to distribute copies of your modified versions to others. By doing this, you can give the whole community a chance to benefit from your changes. When I first started in user groups back in the early 1990s, we had what we called a software library, and that was part of the older user group, was to share not only knowledge but to share all the programs that you had. Back then there was nothing that was licensed. There was nothing that you had to type in a user's code or product key for, and that was part of what we did was take our floppies and share programs. Now it's not quite as easy, and everything costs money. So freeware definitely has its place. Okay, I'm going to give you the definition of shareware, and then we're going to be going and talking about both things. Shareware is proprietary software that is provided to users without payment on a trial basis and is often limited by any combination of functionality, availability. It may be functional for a limited time period only. Or convenience. The software may present a dialog at startup or during usage reminding the users to purchase it. Those are called nagging dialogues. I think we've all seen our share of those. Shareware is often offered as a download from an internet website or as a compact disc included with a periodical or a newspaper or magazine. If you have any questions while I'm talking, please don't hesitate to put it in the chat box. I am going to ask Jim to kind of watch for me, and so I can answer a question at the same time as talking. Okay, getting back to our presentation. The rationale behind shareware is to give buyers the opportunity to use the program and judge its usefulness before purchasing a license for the full version of the software. The name comes from the fact that shareware authors encourage users to distribute the trial software to their friends. In other words, they're hoping to sell their product word of mouth. I am going to tell you to use discretion before downloading any kind of freeware or shareware. Like everything else, you need to do your homework before downloading anything just because it says it's free. You make sure that you're at a trusted site and that the program is indeed free, or, typo there, or shareware before you can click the download button. In other words, make sure you are getting what you're trying to accomplish. It's absolutely amazing how much freeware and software shareware there is out there. Just doing a Google search for freeware, I came up with 17,200,000 results. And as you can well understand, that's a heck of a lot of sites and a lot of information. So out of them, we're just going to talk about a few. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm going to talk about my favorites. I can explain them better because they're the ones that I use. I also did one for shareware, and we didn't have quite as many hits, but the results are just, it's amazing how much is out there if you're looking for it. And you can do so much with freeware and shareware if you just really think about it. I'm going to go back a little bit and talk about different sites that you can go to. Now, this is absolutely my favorite site for getting freeware or shareware. It's www.2cows.com. And hopefully you all are very familiar with it. If you aren't and you're looking for something, I suggest you go there. They have absolutely everything. They have freeware, shareware, openware, you name it. And this is a site that I have used for many years, and I've had very good luck. I have never downloaded anything with a virus, or I've never had a problem one. And I've been using it since the mid-1990s. One of my favorite programs that I have used since 1997, and I update it each year, is IRFRANView. I don't know if you're familiar with that program or not. It is for digital imaging. It's for photo resizing and editing. And if you do that and you're looking for a good little program, this is the one to download. It's absolutely free. They never nag you. It's just an incredible small program. Okay, the neat thing about this site, it's very respected, and it's been around, like I said, from the early 1990s. Also, the way their programs are rated is by how many cows, and you're reading it right, as in moo, are listed beside each program. The more cows, up to 5, the better the program has been rated. I truly believe that this is the most popular download site for any freeware or shareware. 2Cows satisfies every need possible, whether you're running Windows, Mac, Linux, or a mobile. It's there. All you have to do is look for it. You can do a search. You can find just about anything you need. This is one on their first page, and I highlighted a couple of the areas just to show you that they have the download of the day and the mobile app of the day, which is kind of fun. You can, I think it's on my next slide too. Yeah, there it is. Right here is fantastic, the download of the day. You can go there, download this free app of the day, not application, but software. It's freeware. And you can put it on a jump drive. You can put it on a CD, and you can take it to your computer club. You can use it as a door prize. You can use it for teaching. You can use it for just sharing it. It's free. It's not costing your club anything. But everybody gets a program to use for that time period. Okay. As you can see, there's all kinds of stuff that you can download. They have a YouTube downloader, a PDF, which we all use, MP3, all kinds of YouTubes, you name it. And you can get it. You can find it on Two Cows. It's just an absolute fantastic site. I can't say enough about it. Some more download sites that for freeware that you can go to is www.giveawayoftheday.com, which is another place that you can go and get freeware. It's different each day, and you can see if it's something that your organization would enjoy having, and if so, I know my group, we went for about 30 days and collected every free download of the day for about a month, and we put them all on a CD and gave them to all the people in our user groups. And I'll tell you what, they were thrilled. They didn't use them all, but they were able to go through and see the free programs that they would like to have or they were interested in, and they were theirs for the having. And you can also encourage them to pass them on to other friends. Let's see. Another one is www.download.com, filecluster.com, softpedia.com, adnetdownloads.com, and geardownload.com. There's so many different sites, as we proved when we did our Google search, that to list them all would be redundant. The best thing we can do is talk about all our experiences concerning freeware and shareware and exchange ideas. What do you look for in a free download? Do you try the shareware, like some games, first to see if you like it well enough to purchase it? I find that's kind of fun because you can try so many different games and purchase only the ones that you really like. They usually give you about an hour of free play, and that normally will let you know whether or not you are interested in purchasing the software. Do you find that some free and shareware tend to take over your computer? I think we all have had that happen, and personally I think the quickest way to solve that is to uninstall it. Do you have difficulties uninstalling this kind of ware? Sometimes you have to really look at what you're downloading, because the name of the program you download, it will download under a different name. And I guess it's what I am thinking of, and I'm not being negative with Norton, but Norton also is under the name Somatic. And if you are unaware of that and you're trying to, I was just reading Jim's note there. If you're trying to uninstall it, you can't, because you're thinking you're uninstalling just Norton, and in reality, there's also more to it. So you have to really be careful what you do. Do you feel safe and worth the hassle of the advertisement or the pestering for you to purchase with shareware? Shareware definitely does that. The nagging, like we talked about before. It's, are you ready to buy now? Don't forget, you've only got 2 minutes and 38 seconds left on this shareware before it's automatically stopped, and you either have to purchase it or you can no longer play it. But that's also their way of, selling you their software. And there's a few of the things that I'd like to do in an open discussion with you. So I believe in comparison to France's 198 slides, mine is very short, but I want to be able to do some talking back and forth with you about shareware. I'm going to get out of my PowerPoint presentation and go to the whiteboard. There it is. And let's see. And I'm going to put a text box up there. And some of the things that for freeware, I also like this site right here, www.freewarehome.com. Let's see if I can make that bigger. I'm not sure how. All right. This is one of the places that you can go to find freeware and shareware for businesses, for business, for desktop, education, games. Okay, probably the reason that your whiteboard is looking white at your end is because there's a short delay. Hopefully you're seeing it now. Jim, can you tell me if they are or not? Nope. Okay, then we'll still not seeing it. Okay, then we'll just talk about it. When I did my practice, it was showing. How about now? Can you see it now? Ah, I did it to myself. Okay. Hang in there just a minute. I'm going to add another text box. Let's see. We stopped with games. There's home and hobby, graphics, internet, programming, okay, I did not space in between there. Yes, I do use cnet.downloads. There, like I say, there are so many, and you can get there isn't anything that you can't get free or shareware if you really Google it, search for it. Even Office, Open Office is a wonderful product that will do pretty much the same as Microsoft Office that you pay big bucks for. I've had good luck with that. I'm relatively new to doing these sessions, so you'll have to forgive me, but I'm trying to read and answer at the same time. Okay, do I use CNET downloads? Yes, I do. ZSoft uninstaller for freeware. Diane is saying you can take a complete image of your system before installing anything. If you don't want it, ZSoft will fully restore your computer to the way it was before you started, including the registry. It's as if it never existed. Good to know. I hope everyone is reading their chat box, because boy, that's a good one. Let's see. Okay. ZSoft. ZSoft uninstaller is what she was talking about. And it's moving up and down so fast I'm having a hard time reading it all. But I'm trying. How's your luck with SourceForge.com? I've never tried that. I will write that down and look it up. LibreOffice.org is the better option over OpenOffice, in your humble opinion. I've never tried that one. Yeah, a lot. we're talking about toolbars. Let's see. Kent is talking about toolbars. A lot of times when you download shareware or freeware, you get some things that you really don't want, and it will automatically, a lot of times, install that toolbar. And I find myself just going to the uninstall program and removing it. Because all of a sudden your screen will get smaller and smaller and smaller. You can have so many toolbars that you've almost lost your screen. Okay. Again, they're moving up so fast I'm having a hard time reading them. Okay, Frank is not a fan of Softpedia installer. Steve Costello for Windows operating system, portableapps.com, all free and portable. Good to know. Google Docs, absolutely fantastic. Okay, what makes LibreOffice.org better than OpenOffice? The gentleman who said about Frank, maybe you can answer that. I'm seeing all kinds of good things. Like I say, there are so many. Well, we proved that when we did the search, the Google search. There was, what, 10 million? It was absolutely phenomenal how many sites there are. Frank said, search using the term open source when seeking freeware. Let me ask you this. Those of you who are talking with me, if I don't answer your question or if I don't comment on what you said, I apologize, but my screen is going up and down so fast that I'm having a hard time keeping up with everything that people are saying. Giveaway of the day, that's a fantastic one. We talked about that. Okay, Frank answered that question. I got the wrong glasses on. LibreOffice is a fork from OpenOffice. I went up and I lost it. Okay, and as Diane mentioned, being supported and developed better. Jim said FileHippo.com is a great update checker. Steve Costello is telling us that one of his sites to go to is tech support talentt.com. Like I say, if everyone were to write down the places that they enjoy going the most, it would be absolutely amazing how many we'd have. Right now I see 56 people in attendance, and I bet you we would have 56 places to go. I do want to talk a few more minutes about this. Is not freeware or shareware. It falls in the same area in ways, but sometimes you have to pay. It isn't free. It's just very cheap. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Woot. www.woot.com is a fantastic place to go every day. They have something new that you can purchase for a much lower cost than it will cost you in a Best Buy or Staples store. And they have a lot of refurbished items, such as laptops as well as desktops. Probably twice a month they have what's known as a Woot Off. And when they're doing that, the lights blink and flash, and they're selling until they sell out of a product at a much lower price. And you can get some really good buys on going to Woot, especially during the Woot Off. I know, for example, I got some 16 gigabyte jump drives for $6 each. And you can make your user group very, very happy with some wonderful door prizes by going to a place like this and ordering items that is low in price, and it really helps the user group treasury as far as door prizes and Christmas gifts, or if you're into that thing. Another place I do is Deal of the Day. .com, and that is basically the same thing, and that also is not free, but it's very, very inexpensive, and sometimes you can really get some very, very good buys. It's not all computer equipment or computer related. Sometimes it's a vacuum cleaner, but you can also get some good deals. And the last one that I want to talk about, and then I'll go back to Freeware and Shareware, is Youngster. Youngster.com is basically the same as Woot or Deal of the Day. It's a place to get inexpensive software, jump drives, reconditioned items, hard drives, you name it. It has something different every day. And these three places are neat to go to. I especially like the Woot. I really enjoy that. I notice people are still talking about the freeware, so we'll go back to the freeware and the shareware. And the giveaway of the day, right, whoever put that on there about the game of the day, I know I've downloaded them before, and it's usually a good one, but a lot of times there are advertisements that come with it. I guess that's to be expected. There's not a lot that's totally for free. The older free downloads, I believe, are more, or less, I should say, advertising and more programming. Okay, let's see what everyone's saying about. Again, it's moving up so fast, I'm having a hard time reading it. Just found portable apps, love it. It installs programs and saves data on the flash drive. Magic.com for some stuff for free. And like everyone's saying too, sometimes inexpensive items help when it comes to using at your user groups. This is a fun presentation to do in front of people. I'm finding it a little bit difficult doing it over the internet because I'm French and I talk with my hands, and I can't show you stuff on my computer. But freeware and shareware are definitely worth looking into. Another good idea with freeware is to make a CD if you're looking for a fundraiser for your user group. You can get 30, 40 programs, download them, make a bunch of CDs, put on there that they are freeware, but you can sell them for $1, $2. And it's amazing. People don't like to download. Sometimes your beginners, they're scared to download. So if you have it already downloaded and all they have to do is click on it as a executable, they're happy puppies, and they get to play a game, a different type of game of solitaire than comes with Windows, and they're happy, and your group has made a couple dollars. And I think all our groups can use a couple dollars. Okay. What I'd like to do is have any questions that you have for me. If you would, please. I know we're down to about 15 or 20 minutes, and I'm kind of at the end of what I had planned on talking about. So I'm looking for questions. Okay. The printing in my chat box is so small I have a hard time reading it without changing my glasses. People are putting all kinds of links. Be careful about selling. Art, what you want to, well actually, perhaps selling is the wrong word. We actually use the word donation to pay for the CD, not for what's on it. I don't know if that makes any difference, I hope. Better, okay. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Some, you have to read the license, some require permission for redistribution. But remember when we were talking about freeware, if it's freeware, you should be able to share it, do anything you want with it, change it. That's the definition of true freeware. But you're right. You have to be very, very careful. I like what Jim just said. Call it fundraising. That's even better. I'll tell you, for those of you that don't know, I am at this point the president of APCUG, and I don't know how we would survive without Jim and his knowledge. That's a good one, Jim. Call it fundraising, and then you're even better off. Okay, any other questions? If not, help me out, Jim, because I'm about 15 minutes under what I